guys can't wait to get this one started. The Hoosiers will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick.
Turning it on! He's inside the 40. Past the 20.
As a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Indiana's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this...
And the quarterback hung up to and sacked at the 12. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just... you to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're going to run it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rodriguez. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a heat. Got room at the 35. It's a fumble on the play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kent State answered the bell away from Dick Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Flashes knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back. You got to read the defense and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Oh, they're after him. The short hands. It's Punga. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Graham. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the point after is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Right back to the well. Finding an escape route. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodriguez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Becker. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, better look out! Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Under fire. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, you see them there taking the I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They'll run it. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The run from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the chute.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside and make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking for room. It's Beebe. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Hoosiers are facing third and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodriguez. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And it slips just inside that right upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up by 21 over James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Here's There's a heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost... paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Hoosiers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Bond. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center, to the left side, whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the red zone, it's Marshall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Hoosiers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Scanning the field, it's Abraham. He's got it on the run. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Crosses the 40. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UNLV. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Punga. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to throw, it's Abraham. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the first down.
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Gonna swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Punga. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Fires to the big fella. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Looking to throw, it's Abraham. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Good, solid tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Here we go. The give and tick, 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 tick. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. All wideouts, no backs.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Little touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense